Now on CoastTV News.
Cleaner, better, more renewable energy for Sussex County.
A major step for recreational marijuana businesses in Delaware as the state uses a lottery to award 15 retail licenses.
No need to cook this Christmas. Ocean City restaurants are going to be open for the holiday.
Lawmakers are running out of time to reach a deal and avoid a government shutdown after a key deal fell short in the House.
And after a chilly day today, we'll see that there's going to be a threat of rain showers and, get this, maybe a snowflake or two. I don't want to spread a rumor, but you might want to stick around for this newscast.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
DENREC's state energy report is out and it is hefty. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We begin tonight focused on Sussex County.
That's because the new state energy plan released by DENREC Thursday affects cities and towns along the coast. DENREC has been working on this report for the past 18 months. Coast TV reporter Brendan Conroy is in our newsroom. Brendan, there is a lot to cover here, but for the viewers at home, we're talking renewable energy, cost-effective energy, and a few other things.
Charlie, the state energy plan was just released today, so there are some people that haven't seen it yet, but for those who have, their opinions are both strong and mixed.
Better, cleaner, and more renewable energy for Sussex County. That's the goal of a new state energy plan released by DENREC Thursday, as they lay the track for the next 4 years. The 76-page report covers everything from the growth of solar and wind power to updating and upgrading the energy grid and even keeping an eye out for the next big thing to help limit greenhouse gases.
I think it's a great idea.
But not everyone is on board.
I think, DENREC needs to do more research.
Dave Thompson, who lives in Lewis, is happy with the plans and how it sets up Sussex County moving forward.
I think that anything that for renewable energy or clean energy is a great idea because it's the future eventually, and we have to just embrace that as soon as we can.
While there is a lot to the plan, the one thing that seemed to be a consistent concern from the people we spoke to were the wind turbines and how they're far too visible in our ocean.
Don Rusak lives in Rehoboth Beach, and that seems to be his biggest issue.
No, I think a lot of people who are in the area are not going to be happy about this.
This is a hefty document, and one component of it covers what's called energy justice, basically looking at the history of energy inequality in a given area and how that affects the health, social, and economic burdens of different groups. And by looking back at how energy decisions of the past have helped or hurt people, towns, and cities, perhaps the way forward can be charted with a little more care, even as opinions continue to differ.
This plan will last all the way until 2028, and it's pretty big for Sussex County because it's the first state energy plan since 2009. Guys?
All right, thank you, Brendan. We're taking a live look outside now into Lewis, and our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams is ready to tell us all about the weather. Paul, what's going on?
Well, Christina, here's what's going on. We're getting colder, and we're going to have a chance of rain, and it's going to be just on that edge, or maybe turning over to a couple of snowflakes or two, allegedly. Okay, but we'll take a look where we are right now. Our Irish eyes camera, 42 degrees actually, with a dew point temperature of 34. We're going to stay in the low 40s with partly to mostly cloudy skies for the rest of the evening hours. That being said, look at how much colder we are. I mean, this is crazy. We are 25 to 26 degrees colder now than we were just 24 hours ago. That's just how big of a berth or big of a difference we've had between where we are now. Now, we're at freezing in Georgetown, below freezing in Reading, as well as Seaford and in Delaware, and we're also below freezing in Salisbury. Now, coming up, you can see how the temperatures are teetering close to freezing right around there. Now, you add a little rain into that mix, Christina, then it becomes real interesting for Friday, but big time crazy on Monday. We'll talk about that in your full forecast. So then back to you.
All right, thanks, Paul. Well, time is running out for Republicans and Democrats to find common ground and avoid a government shutdown ahead of the holidays.
Tonight, a deal that had the backing of President-elect Trump failed on its first pass through the House, with 38 Republicans and almost all the Democrats voting against it.
As Alice Barr reports, one fiscally conservative Republican slammed the package for adding an increase to the nation's debt limit, something the president-elect wanted done before he enters office, highlighting a Republican rift.
Fiery debate and finger-pointing on Capitol Hill as lawmakers race to prevent a government shutdown tomorrow night.
The bill is not passed.
A new Trump-approved plan failed on the first pass with 38 Republicans voting against it. Democrats seizing on the Republican rift.
Put on your big boy pants. Pass your own bill.
It's a setback for President-elect Trump after he told Republicans not to support a separate bipartisan agreement that he said included too many add-ons. Even before the vote, House Speaker Mike Johnson prepared for a fight.
This is Washington. This is how the lawmaking is done. It's a long process.
The New Deal would have kept the government open through mid-March and met a Trump demand to extend the nation's debt limit until 2027, past the next midterm elections. It also includes disaster relief for Hurricanes Helene and Milton and aid for farmers.
We're frustrated what's going on. I mean, we're down to the 0 hour.
Iowa farmer and rancher Steve Swenka is counting on that assistance and insurance to safeguard his crops and ultimately the nation's food supply.
Let's get it done. You know, we need some stability.
Americans looking for stability and a government working to keep the lights on as we head into the holidays. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
President-elect Trump told NBC News the debt ceiling, which is the limit lawmakers set for how much the federal government can borrow to pay its bills, doesn't actually mean anything except psychologically. He also seems to be counting on President Biden taking the blame for a shutdown on his watch. It's worth noting here the longest government shutdown happened during the first Trump presidency.
It's been more than a year since marijuana was made legal here in the first state, but nobody has been able to sell it yet. Today, a major step in that direction was taken. A lottery was held to determine who, out of 500 applicants statewide, will get the 15 licenses allowing the sale of the drug. In Sussex County, that number is just 5 licenses. Now, hundreds of people turned into a live stream to see if they were one of the 5 numbers selected. And now that the process is moving forward, one Rehoboth Beach local thinks the regulation of the drug is what now becomes important.
I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I mean, there are many states that have legalized marijuana stores, and I think that having some type of control is really good for the marijuana.
An active license is not issued until the Office of Marijuana has determined that the applicant satisfies all the requirements. Now, the big question is, who are the 5 people who got the retail licenses? Well, the state did not say that just yet. They released the exact number, the exact lottery number. They say the names, that's going to come next week. There are 3 types of licenses in Delaware to sell marijuana. Open licenses, that's for everybody. That was the ones that were handed out today. Social equity, those are for individuals with past marijuana-related marijuana convictions or who live in places heavily affected by past marijuana enforcement. And also micro businesses who will grow pot to employ up to 10 people.
And we actually got to speak with one of the men who has a micro business license, business owner Patrick Galloway, who won the lottery in October. He says he's been taking the steps necessary to not only bring his business to Sussex County, but he wants to change the stigma and consequences that surround the plant.
What is the sense in continuing to try to make this product hard to get? Because you're going to see more of that. You're going to see more felonies. You're going to see more people locked up because they're going the black market method.
Galloway says there is a need in different communities for the opportunities that this industry can bring.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should marijuana tax revenue be used?
Let's take a look at the updated results, and it looks like 51% saying it should be used for infrastructure projects, 12% say drug prevention, 22% with public safety, and 15% saying education funding.
And really all day long we've seen that infrastructure project be the lead here. Now you can go vote in the poll if you would like to. Go to CoastTV.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Heading back to the coast now, the holiday season is here. Christmas is next week, New Year's right on its heels, and with all that work going into the presents, the parties, the decorations, some families are opting out of the big meal at home and choosing to let restaurants do the heavy lifting. In Ocean City, Fager's Island, Touch of Italy, and Green Turtle, also a few more businesses, all going to be open on Christmas Day. And the general manager of Touch of Italy says they're expecting another holiday week of big crowds and big revenue.
This is a great week for us. So if you look at comparison like day sales, we're way over, significantly over 20-30% of a normal summer day, just in some of these days, even though it's winter right now.
And if you're looking to take the family out on Christmas Day, the Touch of Italy and other spots, they do still have some reservations that are available. At least they did when we checked earlier this evening.
Next week, be sure to tune in for Coast TV's Christmas special, A Delmarvelous Christmas. It will highlight heartwarming stories for you and your family to enjoy this Christmas, and you can tune in first at 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve and then again on Christmas Day at 5 p.m.
We're just getting started here this evening.
Still ahead tonight, a controversial bill returns to the Delaware legislature. Lawmakers push for medical aid in dying after Governor Carney's recent veto.
But first, we're going to show you a program that helps tackle depression and loneliness in our community. That's up next.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. Rain on Friday and down to 38 for the high on Saturday, only 28 on Sunday. And if that wasn't cold enough for you, take a look at Crisfield. The wind's going to pick up in a major way, and then we'll have a high of only 30 degrees. We'll explain all this in detail in just 60 seconds.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Someone took the Bronco out for an extended test drive.
They used all the goat modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
Looks like they had a lot of fun.
Those boots are awfully muddy, Sam.
My boots? I did it. I'm gonna do it again.
It's the final days to save. Jeep owners switching to the Bronco family get up to $5,000 toward Bronco, or lease a Bronco Sport for $336 a month with 0 down.
Here at the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in countertops, to not only ensure you get the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
When I came into the Delmarva Design Center and see that big collection of slabs, that makes really the decision seamless.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Depression and loneliness. Not easy topics to talk about, but they're widespread and very isolating, especially for our senior population. But as Coast TV News anchor Matt Pensick shows us in this week's Coastal Connections, there's one group aiming to make sure those seniors know they are not forgotten.
Joy of the season, warming in your heart.
Joy Wade is reading the latest card she received from a senior pen pal. Wade is a participant in Easter Seals Delaware and Maryland's Eastern Shore Adult Daycare Program. For her, a card like this is more than just a friendly gesture.
So you gotta write her back. For some of them to open up those cards, give them, hope, give them encouragement to, just continue to move forward and keep pushing.
A program that puts pen to paper was born at a women's club meeting in a desire to address the issue of loneliness and depression among senior members of our community.
I made everyone sit perfectly still at this, women's club, and you could just see how unsure and awkward people were feeling.
So we were in silence for a minute. That's a long time with 100 people. And afterwards she said, "This is the life of many seniors. No contact, just nothingness."
I have felt lonely like that too, as we all probably have. I went over to her immediately and I said, "I love to write letters. It's a lost art, and I would like to participate in whatever you're planning to do." So that's how I got started.
But just as the senior pen pals were getting started, the pandemic hit.
We were not allowed to be in the building. Our participants all were at home, and they were lonesome because they are really quite connected here.
The social director over there gave us Linda Forte's name with Easter Seals, and they were thrilled at the thought of us writing notes to them. So we've been writing happy notes ever since.
Once a month, the pen pals get together, writing those cards, writing notes, dozens of them.
Each of them does 10 cards, and then they give me their cards, and then when I go back to my office, I write all their names on the cards, and then I bring the cards down to Ebony.
When we get the cards, we receive the cards from the pen pals, we go around the room and we personally hand out each card to the participants.
Oh, how nice.
All going to people dealing with serious challenges, people who are in need of knowing that somebody cares about them. This is also a relationship that goes both ways.
There were times when I was not having a really good time in my life, but I was still doing this. And it kind of made me happy. It lifted my spirits, as hopefully I was lifting other people's spirits. And it's kind of, I don't know if you'd say therapy, but it kind of helps.
Holiday greetings to you and your family.
What does that mean to you that you got that
It
card?
means somebody likes me.
What seems like a simple act, writing a note, creates a meaningful moment. For Coastal Connections, I'm Matt Pensick.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
Oh, amazing. Merry Christmas.
It's in you.
We'd love to give you a little reward.
This is reward enough.
I missed you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
For nearly 90 years, Delaware Electric Cooperative has powered the Christmas spirit. Throughout the decades, affordable co-op energy has kept your homes warm, your Christmas trees lit, and your kitchens ready to churn out holiday meals. From one generation to the next, our team has been there for you, working in the worst of weather to keep your lights on and the holidays bright. This Christmas season, we'll be there with you once again, working to power new Christmas memories and offering the most reliable and affordable energy in the state of Delaware.
Next Jeopardy! To make it onto this game, what's it take?
I like to say my mind's like a vacuum cleaner. It's good for picking up rocks and dust.
Friday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Well, let's just say you're going about your Christmas way and you say, I need something more nostalgic that will get me into the Christmas mood. Well, how about temperatures in the teens? Will that make you feel like Christmas? Or Kwanzaa? Or this time around Hanukkah, because it starts on the same day as Christmas? Either way, you're going to have your wish with that kind of, at least, atmosphere. Our Spicer Brothers camera, Salisbury, we're below freezing right now, and we're going to stay in the 30s. We are literally 25 to 26 degrees cooler now than we were just 24 hours ago. That's just the kind of Arctic air that's filtering its way towards us. Take a look. We're at 29 in Redden right now, 32 in Georgetown, 29 Delmar, 31 in Seaford, and in Salisbury. Then, when you take a look at what's happening, the winds are picking up from Ocean City down to Chincoteague and throughout the entire Chesapeake Bay area. We're watching out for about 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts because the small craft advisory has just been reinitiated for that area where you see the pink. We have a frontal boundary that's to our northwest and some cooler air that's going to begin to cascade its way out of the Great Lakes region and will slide down towards us. So we have rain, possibly a snow shower, but brief snow shower Friday. Arctic blast, that's really what I want you to concentrate more on than anything else, because that's what's really going to be the game changer for us, particularly Sunday going into Monday, okay? And then we're going to warm a little bit more. Our drought situation has gotten better. We had extreme for around Salisbury. That's been upgraded to just severe, but we're still like extreme up and around the Lewis area. With that being the case, listen, for Friday, by the afternoon, 4 o'clock, we're looking for widespread scattered showers. This isn't going to be much rain, but you know what it's going to be? cold and raw conditions. So it's not going to be a pretty feel outside for Friday. And see, the thing about it is we're not going to get enough rain in here to at least make you feel like you're going to click over into like rain mode. We're talking about 6/100ths of an inch of rain, just over 1/10 of an inch. So not much in the way of rain, but just enough to annoy you, and cold. So that's going to make that raw feel even worse. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, cold air is going to step in. We'll have a high pressure system. It's going to bring in and pull some cold air right out of southern Canada, and they're going to dump it right on top of us, and we won't be able to shake it off too quickly. Let me show you how serious it's going to be. As you take a look at the extended forecast, take note of Saturday going into Sunday, 18. And then Sunday going into Monday, 16. This is not the wind chill factor. This is just straight temperature before we even factor in the wind. So don't be surprised if we have single-digit wind chills, if we indeed get any kind of wind at all.
All right, thanks for that, Paul. Well, the legislative session has not even started yet, but a controversial bill is back in the General Assembly. It's called the End of Life Options Act, and it would give terminally ill Delawareans the choice to end their lives with help from a doctor.
The bill includes safeguards like requiring 2 witnesses and a mental health evaluation, but this idea has faced years of roadblocks. Last session, it was the closest it had ever come to passing. It cleared the Senate by just 1 vote, but Governor Carney vetoed it, saying there wasn't enough consensus about medical aid in dying. Some Democrats have been pushing this since 2015, and the big question now is whether incoming Governor Matt Meyer would sign the bill should it managed to reach his desk. Don't forget about the 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge. It's back. 140 teams for 14 states and Canada hitting the courts from December 26th through the 30th. And the Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for all that action.
Are you having a rough week? Well, cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV. We've got personal features, fun things to do every weekend, and more. And you can sign up for free at coasttv.com/signup. Get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday.
Coming up in sports, a Bayside basketball player reaches a career milestone. We're going to take you to the moment in that game.
And also, the strike is on. Amazon workers in 4 states have had enough. What it could mean for you and your packages.
And as we take a look at what's happening with your golf forecast, we are expecting, whoa, that's not what I'm looking for.
Santa?
Feel the holiday magic of Maryland Lottery Holiday Scratch-Offs.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
The real estate industry was broken, but change is here and the Parker Group is leading the charge.
We're proud to introduce our groundbreaking 3.5% listing fee. Sell with us and you could save thousands of dollars.
Our cutting-edge technology delivers significant savings that we pass on to you. Our world-class marketing and dedicated team provide the human touch and unparalleled expertise that you deserve.
As passionate advocates for a more transparent and equitable selling experience, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo.
Welcome to a new era of real estate with the Parker Group.
It's Mission High School 12 this month at Preston Ford. Final month of Preston Ford's Race to the Top 50 is here, and we're pulling out all the stops. Lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $396 a month for 36 months with $0 down. You can shop all your best deals online and view our complete inventory at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Don't miss Preston Ford's Race to the Top 50, and remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best.
Get the CoastTV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Members of the Teamsters Union at Amazon are now on strike in a labor action at 7 facilities in 4 states across the U.S. All of this happening less than 1 week before Christmas. Ivan Rodriguez tells us what kind of impact people can expect to see from the strike.
Bright and early at an Amazon facility in Queens, New York, the first location struck. An hour later, they were joined by workers in Illinois and then Georgia and California. For Amazon workers, their message is clear.
There is a narrative being pushed out by Amazon that we are the monsters and we are the problem, and we are not. How are we the problem when we have Amazon drivers in Fort Lauderdale that are delivering packages in a flood? How are we the problem when we have Amazon workers in California who were forced to work during a heat wave? We are not the problem because we're asking for what is owed.
The union pointed to Amazon's profits, which have soared, especially in recent years. Amazon reported a net income of $39.2 billion in the first 9 months of 2024. Their intention is to negotiate for better wages and working conditions. In a statement posted on X, Teamsters General President Sean O'Brien says, "If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed. We gave Amazon a clear deadline to come to the table and do right by our members. They ignored it."
I work for this billion-dollar company. I deserve better.
Since Amazon says it does not recognize the union, an open-ended strike seems unlikely. But by striking the week before Christmas, the Teamsters hope to apply maximum pressure to Amazon and perhaps convince some customers to shop somewhere else for last-minute gifts. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
The holiday season, it is really here now. Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign working to bring a little Christmas spirit to everybody. We always like the cards. We like to share them as well. This one has Santa on the front. It comes from Tom and May Shahadi out of Millsboro. We do appreciate that. We'll get it on the tree here in a minute. Thank you for the card, and we still do need your help to make sure that every child on Delmarva has a special present to open on Christmas morning. Already, the initiative has raised $319,000. To donate, go online, visit blessourchildren.org.
And now it's time to take a look at today's holiday house. This photo here, it's from Karen and Mark in Pocomoke City. A very pretty tree there with some colorful lights, which I prefer over white lights, by the way. Thank you for sharing this photo, and if you want your decorations to be featured here on Coast TV, you can do that. Just go to coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
In our game of the night, Cambridge South Dorchester boys basketball looking to avenge a 1-point loss to Queen Anne's County the last time they faced off in Cambridge. In the fourth quarter, CSD with possession. Samaj Pinder from the corner off the rim, but Anthony Hughes taps in the rebound for his 1,000th career point, the third Viking in 3 years to reach that feat. Samaj Pinder led the Vikings in points tonight as CSD defeats QAC 72-63 and improves to 5-0 on the season. To another Bayside battle, Parkside boys hoping to earn 4 straight wins and hosting Snow Hill, who was looking to bounce back after a 2-point loss to JMB. In the first quarter, Javon Comagese hits the bank shot 3 ball early on in the first quarter for the Rams. Brooks Croswell for Snow Hill gets the steal, takes the ball up the court for the basket. Moments later, Demo Biggins keeps the Eagles offense hot with a triple of his own. The Eagles led 15-9 in the second. The Rams find Comagese again in the corner, who hits another 3 ball to close the gaps. Rams continued to come back with another shot from downtown, this time by Ty Kellum. Eagles, who once had a big lead, now only up by 5 at half. And then a drive and layup by Comagese cuts the lead, and then the Eagles would pull away. However, Snow Hill goes on to win 73-48. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Coast TV is your destination for NFL action this weekend. On Saturday, the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. That is a special holiday game. Coverage starts at noon. And Sunday night, Sunday football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dallas Cowboys. That game begins at 7 p.m. Then, of course, stick around for your local news at 11. And if you see a Salvation Army red kettle this weekend, there's an extra reason to give. We're going to tell you about that story coming up next.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Is your garage door in need of an upgrade or a repair? Then Clark & Sons Garage Doors can help. We believe your garage door should be more than just functional. It should be a reflection of your personality and style. With over 60 years serving the entire Delmarva Peninsula, Clark & Sons delivers quality craftsmanship and exceptional service every time. We provide free estimates on new garage doors. Plus, we offer comprehensive maintenance services to ensure your garage door stays in perfect working condition. So call today and discover why Clark & Sons is the name you can trust.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun to drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait, turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Get holiday ready now at Boulevard Ford Lincoln of Lewis and Georgetown. With almost 400 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the right vehicle for you.
This month, you could save over $4,000 off MSRP on a brand new 2024 Ford Escape Active.
No time to visit the dealership? No problem. Buy your vehicle online and we'll deliver it to your driveway.
So don't miss out on this great sales event at Boulevard Ford Lincoln in Georgetown and Lewis.
Cars cost less with Preston.
If you hear those Salvation Army bells ringing this weekend, you should really think about donating. I mean, you should always really think about it, but this weekend, your donation could be doubled. Every red kettle in Delaware is eligible for a match up to $3,000 on Saturday at any location. And this comes as the Salvation Army says Delaware donations are down by more than 38% this year. And the extra boost, it comes from an anonymous donor.
Well then, let's get out there and think about our fellow man. They may be in need of our help, right? Right. Okay, our tidal health camera in Salisbury, we're below freezing at this present time, and the cold air is just getting started, folks. This is just the beginning of the curve. This is nowhere near the end. Listen, we're going to stay in the 30s for tonight with partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we're basically setting up for a chance of scattered showers for Friday with a slight chance of a snowflake or two, spread in there, spritzed in between there. Our umbrella giveaway winner is Audrey Vanskoy of Selbyville. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. If you want to keep up with your forecast, call our weather line. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Let's walk through this real quick. Rain on Friday, winter kicks off, and the cold kicks in, down to 16 for Monday, but we'll slowly warm back up as we get into the latter portions of the holiday week.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for joining us for Coast TV News at 11.
For more news and local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app.
The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, that's up next.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.